In this video, I'd like to explain how to use this alarm clock. Let's start with plugging this USB cable at the back, like so, to turn this device on. Now you realize the LCD screen lit up, but there is no action for a while. That's because Raspberry Pi as a computer in the background is busy booting. While it's booting, I can explain 3 buttons we can use on this device. One, you can rotate and press, which is mainly used for navigating menu items. And there's a little button at the front that you can press, mainly used for escaping out from menu item. Also, the head itself is acting like a button to stop alarm clock from going. The device is starting to boot up, so you can see this start screen, and now the device is ready. So by rotating this knob up and down, you can change volume like so. So if I go maximum volume, it's quite noisy. If I go down like so, that's too quiet. There you go. That's better. And you have to do this only once. So you can simply clicking this main knob to go into main menu item and select date and time. Okay, here you go. And you can go through different components of date and time. Let's say you can change this year and press again to record it as a system date and time. It takes about 1 to 2 seconds to update system time, so just be patient. And you can do so for date, month, and hour and minutes. And you can simply press this micro switch to go back. By pressing this main knob, you can navigate to this alarm settings, and you can see 9 different alarm settings you can set up. Let's go into one of them. Let's say alarm 1. First of all, you can set this alarm setting on and off, and also you can set up time, obviously. So in this case, it's set to 8 AM in the morning, and also you can set the day of the week this alarm will go off. So in this case, it's 8 AM, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, this alarm will go off when you turn this one on. Okay, so let's go back to the list of alarm settings. So you have alarm 1 set to that time, and alarm 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 9 you can configure individually and turn on and off. So let's go back to the main screen by pressing this micro switch, and you can see it's indicated Scout on the screen. That means alarm is on. While in a normal operation, this device senses light and sound. The sound sensor is located at the back here, and the sensitivity can be adjusted through this hole with tiny screwdriver. The light sensor is located at front here. It is constantly detecting light, but I programmed so that Monster only reacts on light after at least 5 seconds of darkness. This device also have a motion sensor at front here, but this motion sensor only get used by Monster while Monster is agitated by either light or sound, like this. So if you move around Monster while it's agitated, it's eventually going to wake up, like this. And once Monster is awake, you can either wait a minute or you hit 3 times on the head to make Monster back to the original state. And you can just hit Monster once while it's agitated to make him go back to sleep as well. or you can hit the monster's head anytime you like. So I'll explain how to stop alarm as well. I set the alarm about minutes away from now so that I can demonstrate how to stop alarm and also how snooze works. Okay, so let's wait for another 45 seconds. Okay, so alarm now is on. It's gonna go on for about a minute. You can stop by, to begin with, you can change the volume. That's a bit of cheating. You can change the volume by rotating knob. And you can stop alarm by hitting the hex 3 times. 1, and 2, and 3. And the alarm will stop. But as you can see, it's indicating snooze. That means after 5 minutes, the alarm again gonna go off. And I think I set a program about 40 minutes of snoozing. So if you continue to snooze, it will trigger every 5 minutes until 40 minutes over. In order to completely stop the alarm, you need to go into the menu item. And in the menu item, there is a snooze off menu. And you can just press this and the alarm go back to the indicating scout instead of snooze, which means alarm is still set, but it's not in the snooze mode. It's gonna be for the next alarm. I've been using this alarm clock for the last couple of weeks and I didn't have any issues. However, this device is run by Raspberry Pi with an OS on top of it and a program written by myself, which is not necessarily perfect, so you might gonna encounter some issues. The good indication is that if you can see the seconds moving, then the program is running. But if this stops for some reason, that's a good indication that the program might have been stopped as well. If that happens, what you can do is just simply restart this device by turning it off and on again. All the alarm clock settings and the current time should still be there and you can continue to use it. The other thing I'd like to mention is the backlight of this LCD screen, which is quite bright in the dark. So I decided to turn it off after 30 seconds of darkness using this light sensor. But if you like to see the time in the middle of the night, I'm using this motion sensor to turn the backlight on again for another 30 seconds, which is perfect night light because you can just get up from bed and it will provide the light. This alarm clock has a micro SD card inside, which has all the software required to operate this alarm clock. That means if I have a new version of software in the future, maybe I can provide it as a micro SD card image. But in order to re-image this micro SD card, you have to take micro SD card out from this alarm clock. So I'll show you how to do that. First of all, remove this hammer and head. And also, you want to switch the device off and unplug from its USB cable. At the back, you can see there's 4 screws holding the box together. You can simply unscrew them and lift the top part of the box open. Just be careful, there's a cable connecting the speaker and the top box. So if you pull too hard, then you might going to damage this cable. So at the back of the sleeper, you can see there is Raspberry Pi and there's a micro SD card I was talking about. So just gently pull this SD card out so that you can re-image the SD card. Once you re-image the SD card, you can put this SD card back to the Raspberry Pi and put this device together. Make sure the cable to the speaker is not pinched between the top box and the bottom box. Now you can screw this back. Just be careful not to overscrew. For screwing back, I recommend to use manual screwdriver so that you don't damage the box. Now the box is put together. You can plug the SD card in again and turn the device on again.